Hey guys, it's Gary here from my GPS Fitness. Now, here's a topic that I want to cover today that's a little bit more serious and a lot more deep, anyway. And what it is about is I'm going to talk a lot about bodybuilding in this video, but it applies to everyone that's in the fitness industry, by any means, whoever you are, whether you're a powerlifter trying to lift 7,000 kilos or whatever, whether you're a strong man, whether you're even just the regular Joe that's just starting out, that just wants to lose a few pounds. So when I refer to bodybuilding, it just means everyone, because essentially what we are all doing is building our bodies to something that we want to prefer, that we prefer ourselves to look like. Now, the people that are just starting out, you'll see quote unquote fit and gorgeous people in the gym with perfect bodies, six packs and things like that, and you'll think that's the main thing that people are going to look at. To be honest, people really don't care how shredded you look. Providing you're looking fit and healthy, people will not care. Especially the people around you that already love you. And it's important to keep those people around. Now, the person that wants those results is you. It's not your mum. Your mum doesn't care if you've got 24-inch biceps or you've got veins on your abs or anything like that. Your mum won't care about that. She'll love you anyway. Your best friend will not care. They'll support you, but at the end of the day they're not going to be like, oh, you haven't got that, or they're not going to like you more because you've got a six-pack. They're not going to like you more because you can bench 100 kilos. It doesn't work like that. That's not how humanity works. So the first thing is you've got to do it for yourself. And this is where the whole video sort of comes into play. Bodybuilding, fitness, is a mental game. It shows character, shows dedication, and it has a lot of transferable skills. Now I'll give you the example of foods. Now foods themselves are the key thing to fitness. Fitness is all about nutrition. 70 to 80% of the whole losing weight, putting on weight, gaining weight is to do with how much you eat and when you eat it. Now, the first thing I will say is, if you don't know how much to eat, or it's all available for you there on the internet, you can soon find out. But the first thing before it all is to prepare it. You can know for many years how many grams of protein, whether you need 10 more grams or 10 less grams of protein per day, whatever. That doesn't matter until you're ready to put in the work of, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to allow myself time to cook myself breakfast before I go to work. I'm going to spend an hour before I go to bed preparing my food the night before, or an extra 3 the Sunday night before you go to work, preparing your food. Providing you get those meals in, it's going to get results regardless of whether the macros are a bit off. Okay, if it's 1,000 calories difference, then there's a situation. But if you aren't prepared, you're going to lose. That's the downside of it. Is, yeah, a few things you can do off the cuff, like you've got stuff in the freezer. Say for example, you've got salmon and chicken and steak in the freezer, and you don't know which one you're going to have tonight. That's not a problem, because you've got time to figure that out. But at work, if you don't know, if you go into your work or your working environment, or go out for the day, not knowing what you're going to eat, or at what time you've got to eat it. Timing is a bit of more of a minutia, but it all comes into play. For example, me, I have my meals very set, and it's work dreams. Preparation has served me many purposes. And I think a lot of people do not appreciate that. The successful people will often be the ones that get up early and are prepared. You've also got to be disciplined. is a lot of the time you will have temptations or times when you just don't want to work. There are times, even me who's dedicated a lot of the time not only to the gym but making this YouTube channel, and there are times when I go, do you know what, I don't want to do it today. I cannot be bothered today. Why today? What will one day make? What difference will one day make? Well, actually that one day is going to make a lot. That one day is going to set out the whole path. Because you take one day off now, in a week you might go, oh, I wanted a day off again, I'll take another day off. Okay, I want another day off. Whereas those days off are the difference between you having that body that you want and that body that you've worked hard to sort of get, but you don't have. You're not happy with it. So that's the difference between being successful and what you want. It's all about what you want. It's not what's going to earn you money. It's not going to... Yes, the fitness industry has a lot of money, but without these preparation details in hand and the dedication to make sure that you go do it, then you're not going to get anywhere near that money. Whether you want that money, whether that's your end goal or not, doesn't matter. Your end goal will come down to you being prepared and willing to, excuse the pun, go in the trenches and do the hard work beforehand in the not so pretty kitchens when everyone else is sleeping, when you're not really sure what you're doing, but it's something you've seen that sort of makes sense, or you don't know if you've got 45 or 50 grams of rice in your pot. Those little details won't make a difference until you've got the very basics of having your food prepped and making sure you work out on a specific time. And even then, working out without the diet will be completely pointless. Okay, you might lose a few pounds, but it's not going to do much for you. You've got to be in that mental state that's going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I can't give up. This is going to do me good. Patience. Patience will be something that you will encounter along the way, and you've got to realize that that is a thing of fitness, bodybuilding, anything. Patience. Expecting results in the first 3 weeks is not going to happen. The only thing it's going to do is knock your confidence. The scales might be saying you still weigh exactly the same, but you might look different. At the end of the day, we all want to look better. We don't care. No one goes into the club or pub or sees their friends. If they say you lost weight and then you go, no, I'm weighing the same, well then you don't tell them that. You don't say, I'm weighing the same, no I haven't, because clearly you have, because they've noticed it. It doesn't matter what it says on the scales. You've just got to realise that these numbers and figures are completely, I'm going to say it again, they're completely pointless without being prepared, making sure you get the work done, and realising that you're the person that's got to care. You can't really do this for anyone else other than yourself. And yeah, there might even be times where people will look at you funny because you're doing what you want. People will look at you like, especially women. If you're eating every 2 hours, you're eating again? I thought you was on a diet. Oh, I am, yeah. You're eating again, and again, and again. Is that all you're having? Chicken and broccoli? No sauces? That must be horrible. Going out to a fast food restaurant, you whop out your own meal. You're not having fast food? That's weird. That's a bit rude, eating your own meal. Well, it's what you've got to do. If you're prepared, that person that's eating that fast food restaurant meal clearly doesn't have the same goals as you, and everyone's individual. And this fitness industry will show you that everyone has their own goals, and it doesn't matter what goals they have, just support them in it. It takes a lot of dedication to show someone a goal that's completely different to everyone else's. a lot of dedication, and it takes a lot of hard work too. Because lots of people will see bodybuilding, which is my personal goal, and they'll think of, first of all, they'll think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, then they'll think of massive veiny guys, and they'll think, ooh, you want to get that extreme. Well, maybe in the long term, but at the moment, I'm just aiming on putting on a pound of muscle, or losing a pound of weight, or having more definition, or whatever the short-term goal may be. That's what I'm caring about right now. I'm not worried about the overall big scale, because, okay, it's getting you closer to that big scale, but it's going to take a few years. To get to the size that I probably want to be is probably going to take me another 8 years on top of my 2. Maybe a few less if I was to use steroids, but that's not my scene. I don't want to do that. So this is just a quick video to say the mental preparation and the mental strength you will have to go through will be intense, but it will divide the champions from the people that are just going to stay in regular jobs or doing the same shit every day and not being very happy with themselves. I'm like, excuse me swearing, but it's true. The transferable skills from bodybuilding are intense. If you apply the same principles you do to bodybuilding or fitness and put them in your everyday life, life becomes a lot more happy and a lot better and a lot more successful. I did this last year. I was working at my job. I then decided to apply the same principles I did to my bodybuilding to what I did at work. Within 3 months I then got promoted. It shows a lot, doesn't it? But anyway, I'm going to sign out here. I know it's a little bit of a slower paced video and we have missed an episode of Summer Shredding, so hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me about that. I had to say it today because it just seemed like a really good topic to talk about. It's something that I sort of needed to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it's sort of made you see the light a little bit if you are slacking a little bit on your diet or your preparation or anything like that, or you are feeling mentally stressed. Just don't give up. Just keep going. You will get where you want eventually. It just might not be right under your nose. And even so, the goal might change. You might change your mind. You might want flat abs, and in 6 months you might want a 6-pack or something of another. I don't know what your goal is, but just remember to keep working your ass off every day. Put the time in, put that effort in, and you will see results. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I say again, please leave a like and subscribe. Also leave a comment if you've got anything to comment about. If not, then obviously don't bother leaving a comment. I'll speak to you guys later.